My father was a Nazi, and my mother was a Jew, and they survived the Holocaust, so I'll survive you. I'll be fine. No, actually, it's a true story. They both somehow escaped from over there and came over here. The odd part is that I didn't understand is, my dad grew up in a Hitler Youth camp. So, what's the one thing they teach you there? Like, the whole curriculum is all about how to spot a Jew. So he comes over here and marries one? Whatever, they got me out of it. Lucky bastards. So my dad passed away when I was 13, and I started thinking about this because I found out afterwards, because my mom kind of didn't tell my dad that she was a Jew. My dad was rich, my mom wanted his money, you know, that sort of thing. So, I started to realize, I was like, shouldn't my dad have been able to spot this person from, like, this is his entire curriculum growing up. I realized back then Dad was chasing women too. But he wasn't really paying attention in school. And I figured out how to spot a Jew. Because I started talking to my mom, and every time I'd ask her, I'd be like, nice shirt, Mom. She'd be like, yeah, I got it for $2.
There you go.
Most people say thanks. Jews, they tell you how much they got it for, and it's an original because they picked it up at the thrift store and you'll never get another one. Screw you, it's art. It's art now. Because it's used. It's already broken. And then there's another thing about Jews, and especially mothers. Like my mother, she has this thing, it's Jewish guilt. And all of our mothers have Jewish guilt, well, guilt, mother's guilt. Jews are worse. Like if you don't have children before a certain age, they start screaming at you. Why aren't you having children? Why aren't you bearing kids? Mother, you kind of need a boyfriend to do that. So anyways, it goes on, and you're going to be decrepit and old, and you can't even bake cookies with your kids and my grandkids, and fuck, mother, shut up. So I met a guy. Funny thing, his name was Just In Case. And it was, like, true story. Daughter's name is Kaya Case. Had a kid with him. And now I send my daughter out to Vancouver to go see him every once in a while. When she was 3, I'd send her, and this was her first trip. She's going by herself, because back then WestJet let kids fly at 3 by themselves. So I send her on this flight, and I'm like, okay, if you get lost, who are you looking for? Just in case. Oh, fuck. She made it back all right. But now my mom's like, now you're a single mom, you need to find somebody. And I'm like, fuck that. So I decided I was going to start online dating. Yay, raw. eHarmony just had this free weekend this last weekend. It's like being a dating whore. You can date 20 or 40 guys at the same time and not even put out. Then I booked lunch dates with all of them, but I made sure it was like midweek at 1 o'clock. Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta go pick up my kid from school. See you later. I use men for lunch. I do. I'm a starving comedian, what the hell? There's no way you're gonna ask like this from eating my cooking. I know it is true, but you I mean, I'm not picky. If you're buying dinner, I'll go for it. So I go with this one guy, and I swear to God, he got kicked in the head by a mule. One eye flew this way, one eye flew that way. He couldn't focus. And I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be bad. I love you. I want to sleep with you. I want to be with you for the rest of my life. Fuck, dude, it's lunch. Get over yourself. And men think, like, women are needy and desperate? Well, let me tell you the other end of this story, boys. There's a lot of needy meatheads out there. I dated this one guy. We dated for about 2 weeks. And he used to always say, well, what am I to you? What am I to you? What am I to you? I'm like, fuck, stop asking. I really don't want to put a label on a relationship. And he's like, what am I to you? Finally, I turned around and I said, dude, you're like chlamydia. Even the girls that could have you probably don't fucking want you. The guy still talks to me. Like, there's these seeds of desperation. Anyways, my buddy says to me the other day, he goes, Linda, would you sleep with a guy with a 2-inch dick? I said, fuck yeah, I would, Steve, as long as he had a 5-inch tongue and he could breathe out his ears. Thanks, everybody, that's my time.